So today we're going to give a testimony on how we met and how did we get here today. We've been married for 17 years, as you guys already know, and we've been knowing each other since we was about in junior high school to 6th grade. And me and Teddy, we been good friends. We never dated, we never had a relationship. We just been good friends, and we live right around the corner from each other. So we always been close friends. And when we started talking, we were 21 years old.
Yeah, we were young.
Yeah, 21 years old when we started back talking, catching up with each other, and we started as friends, and friends led to a relationship, as you see. And we got married at 23, so we were together for 2 years before we got married.
If we could, sweetheart, I want to back up just a second to just input in how we actually got together. We said we've always been friends throughout the years, since the 6th grade that we've known each other. And what happened was, she's actually got 5 sisters and 1 brother. I've got 5 brothers and 1 sister. And one of my brothers was always talking to one of her sisters, vice versa. And I say that I was always attracted to her, but we actually never dated. Long story short, we went to school all the way up until, I say, our sophomore year. Then you went to a vocational school, but I continued to go to high school with her other sisters, and all the way through high school. Graduated, hadn't actually seen her for about 4 years after graduation. I came home from work one day, and my brother was actually speaking with one of her sisters on the phone, and I just simply asked to say, hey, who are you talking to? And he told me, and I say, tell your sister to call me. You know, I hadn't spoken to her in years. Like I said, we've always been friends throughout the years, but it had been a while since I actually spoken to her. She actually came over that evening when she got off of work. It was actually late that night you came over. And we began to catch up and to talk, and things that we have gone throughout the years since we hadn't seen each other get caught up. And since we already said that it was late when she came over, something weird happened. In the midst of us talking and getting caught up, we fell asleep. And when we woke up the following morning, she actually was in my arms the way that she is now.
I was asleep though, so I was like snoring on his shoulders.
And when we woke up, we both knew that there was something there. We looked at each other, and
I didn't look at him. Something just went ding, and I was like, do I like Teddy? But I never liked him as to be with him. But something like clicked, like I like him. And I didn't tell him though. I didn't tell him.
And I felt the same way. We both had felt the same way. It was just kind of weird because we had this feeling that was weird because we've always been friends, but we've never dated. But when we woke up that morning, we both knew that there was something there, even though we didn't say anything. And so from that, we started to develop a relationship. We began to actually date. We began to go out. We became closer, obviously, than what we was, and we developed a relationship. We actually dated for about 2 years.
Yeah.
We dated 2 years before we actually ended up getting married. We got married December 21st. December 21st of what year?
Ooh.
See, you're supposed to know that part. I know the date. What year?
2003.
2003. 2003. Actually, that's right. We both should know the year because Gervonta, he was a baby actually when we began to date. So yes, it was about 2 years after he was born. So he was born in what?
Yeah,
01.
he was going on 2 when we had.
Correct. So as we said,
married.
we dated for about 2 years, and then we got married. We currently been married for 17 years, going on 18. And every day gets better and better. And
I don't know why he always say going on 18.
Oh,
of
18.
course it's going on 18, babe.
Okay, some people can't count, you know.
You said that on our intro, going on 18. Yes,
right.
y'all. He wants y'all to know it's going on 18, okay?
18 years, yes. So, as you can tell, we're actually not acting. We're actually very much still in love. I could not see myself with anyone else other than this beautiful, lovely woman right here. And I tell you, here was an absolute crazy thing. As long as we've been married, and as long as we've known each other, after 17 years, going on 18, we still sit up in the bed and sometimes and say what?
I can't believe we married.
That's crazy. If somebody would have told us
That's
that
crazy.
we would be married, we never would have believed them. And we say that we grew up right around the corner from each other. I literally can jump my backyard into her backyard. That's how close, we stayed to each other. Her mother grew up chasing us, me and my brother, from around the house. And every single time we seen headlights, we said, "Oh boy, there go Miss Cook." We took off running because we said she had all sisters. I had all brothers, and so we've always known each other. And so actually, when we began to actually date, our family member was actually kind of shocked. It's like, is that true? Teddy and Coletta actually dating?
And I knew his family already. I knew his mom, his dad.
Absolutely.
I knew his family more than he knew mine, because I was always over his house, because his mom, them were the candy lady. So we went around there to buy candy, and we'd hang out over there. So I knew his mom and dad, especially his mom, Linda Faye. She's just the sweetest. So I already knew her, and his little brother, them. So we knew them. But he didn't really know my mom, because my mama was like, "Don't come around here. I don't want y'all boys over here." So he didn't know my mama, but I knew his family. I knew his mom and dad. But he didn't really know mine. But once my mama got to know him, she loved him. And she always told me, "Carletta, you better marry this man." Because when I got with Teddy, he had a car. He had his own job making lots of money, because he worked at TGI Fridays as a manager. He had his own place. He had custody of his children. I was like, man, I hit the jackpot. That's how I felt. I hit the jackpot with him. And so...
And you're actually going to find out in a later video why she thought she hit the jackpot and what that truly means when you hit a true jackpot. Because even though that sounds good on the surface, on the next video, you're going to understand exactly what I was lacking and some of the issues that we actually experienced and while we were dating, but how we were able to get victory over that. Thus, we've been married this long here. So we're not going to go into that right now. We just pretty much want to share with you guys.
So that means y'all got to come back on so y'all can hear
you got to stay tuned.
What I was missing out on when I said I hit the jackpot. Because my mom was like, "Girl, marry him." My daddy was like, "No." So y'all gonna find out why it was no with my daddy and yeah with my mama.
Yes.
It was two different. So y'all will find out. So keep on watching us. Keep on watching.
Absolutely. And again, so along the way, we hope to just encourage someone as to how to make it work in spite of anything. We've obviously had some challenges, as any marriage would. Most of our time is actually spent in marriage counseling. I would say probably about 80 to 90% of the counseling that we do is marriage counseling. Yes. It's a very difficult role to navigate if you don't have the proper tools.
I do a lot of counseling with young women raising single moms, raising their children. I give them a lot of encouragement on how to raise their children, how to discipline your children. It's a way to discipline, it's a way to not discipline. And we're going to teach that on this channel, because it's a way you can discipline that your children love you for disciplining them. And it's a way to discipline your children that your children hate you for disciplining them. It's two different disciplining, and you guys want to do it the right way. And if you messed up, you can still start the right way. Never think that it's too late to do right. That's what the devil make us think. It's too late to do right. No, it's not too late to do right. You can start doing right today. Today is sufficient for you. Surrender your life today and everything is fine. Because if you woke up this morning, you're all right. You're all right.
That's right. Last thing we want to close out is that while we want to encourage everyone to continue to tune in and prayerfully that you will be educated, encouraged, and some useful tools that we have used. In closing out, one of the reasons why we believe that we are empowered to help is because we have a blended family. My wife, as we said, when we first got together, she had 3 boys. I had a son and a daughter, of which I had custody of. But we don't deal with the step-parent things. They were young, and so I am daddy.
And I'm mommy.
3 boys. And she's a mommy. That's right.
And we had 3 together.
And we have 3 together. And so it's basically was like hers, mine, and ours.
That's right.
But for us, they are ours. So we actually have the experience of what it's like to raise stepchildren, even though we don't look at our children as stepchildren, and we're not looked at step parents. And when I tell you, teach you exactly how to have that relationship with your kids and how to build that relationship with your kids. It would say we've been married for 17 years. Some of the challenges that we face, some of the challenges that we help others to conquer and to get over. And we have a large family. We have 8 children. We have 6 boys and 2 girls, and our children are
The oldest is 25.
and the youngest is 10. So we're still raising kids.
Yes.
We're still raising kids. We've got 3 at home, and we've got at least 5 gone. And
Yeah.
so parenting.
And 2 of them are married, so
That's right.
that added more children to our plate, because the 2 that's married, the 2 girls are our girls also.
Our
So
daughters, that's
now
right.
we have, instead of 8 children, 10 children. But with Christ, we can do all things.
That's right. That's right. So, as we said, we want to thank you guys again for tuning in. We hope you guys have been encouraged and strengthened, and we'll be back with another one for you. Thanks for joining us.
Bye.